Smash the like button if you believe that Jey and the Yeet movement is more over than LA Knight and the Ya movement.
So, for the record, I am not on social media like that in terms of, I don't know what people are saying about Jey Uso, but people keep telling me that people online have a huge issue with Jey winning the Royal Rumble. You fans are just spoiled brats. You don't know what you want. You are bandwagons. Which one is it? Do you love Jey or don't you? You love to yeet. You love to cheer yeet, yeet, yeet. But Triple H is trying to push this man, and you are trying to reject him by not supporting the decision of him winning the Royal Rumble. Make up your fucking mind. You see, in all Elite Effect Pro Wrestling, you always complain about how, oh, con man, he is not pushing this guy or this girl because he gets the biggest reactions. Okay, Jey gets the biggest reactions. Right now, he is the most over guy in the company next to Cody Rhodes. So, Triple H is trying to capitalize on that, which he should. Every boss should capitalize on a guy who's the most over on the roster. That makes sense. Now, Jey was not my first choice. Hell, Jey was not even in my top 5. I chose Rocky Maivia, CM Punk, Logan Paul, Seth, maybe a Roman or a Drew Mac, but not Jey. Jey has been a losing mid-carder all year long. So I was shocked. And he lost clean to Gunther. So I'm like, he has no business winning the Royal Rumble, but I don't have an issue with it because he's over. At least he's over and he sells merch. I'm just satisfied that CM Punk did not win. As long as CM Punk did not win, I don't care who won the Royal Rumble. Hell, I thought Logan Paul had a great chance, and Logan Paul tossed out CM Punk. That's called karma. That's called irony. That's called punishment. Don't talk shit about Hollywood Hulk Hogan. He still has pull in that company. Stop going off script. This ain't all Elite Effect Pro Wrestling. Hollywood Hogan still has pull in the World Wrestling Federation. He called for Logan Paul to toss him out. What were the odds of that? Logan Paul tossing out the favorite to win the Royal Rumble. Who called that? I think that was a Hollywood Hogan call. He heard what CM Punk said about him. Listen, don't talk shit about Hollywood Hogan. He is still that dude. He still has power backstage. Shut the fuck up. This is not Dynamite. This is not Collision. This is not your show, CM Punk. And yes, I am right. What were the odds of that? CM Punk goes off script. He talks shit about Hollywood Hogan. And then, days later, Logan Paul, a friend of Hollywood Hogan, a friend of the Donald, he tosses out CM Punk out of the Royal Rumble. Bruh, that was an upset. I think that might have been the biggest upset since Maven tossing out The Undertaker. That's facts. That might have been the biggest upset since Maven tossing out The Undertaker. That's facts. Let that sink in. CM Punk got tossed out by a YouTuber in hindsight. That's called punishment. Don't talk shit about Hollywood Hogan. So, was Jey Uso a good choice? I'm going to say yes and no. The no part is this came out of nowhere in terms of this guy has been losing all year long. Past 2 years, yes, he's over, but he takes the most L's. So this move was a huge shocker. And he lost to Gunther. He lost clean. So why would you give him the Royal Rumble win? The yes part is, well, at least Jey is over. At least Jey pushes merch. At least Jey gets the biggest reactions. So that makes sense. You want to capitalize on a guy who's mega over. That makes sense in hindsight. Okay, let me say this about all these dumbass fans who keep on talking shit about Jey Uso. Where the fuck were you? Right? Where the fuck were you these past 10 years? Jey has not changed in the ring ever. He has been the same Jey for the past 10 years ever since he had face paint. When Jey was in the bloodline as the lackey of Roman Reigns, he had the same offense he has now. When he was a tag team champion with his brother, he was the same guy. Offensively, he had the same moves, the same offense. So what the fuck are you talking about? Why are you saying he sucks in the ring. You were not saying that 5, 4, 10 years ago. So why now? I'm like, stop jerking off John fucking Cena. Because last time I checked, John is not that good in the ring either. So take your fucking pick. Actually, in hindsight, Jey is the Samoan John Cena. If we are being honest, talent-wise in the ring, Jey is the Samoan John fucking Cena. So why are you coping with this shit? Where did you come from? Right? You never said Jey was bad in the ring years ago, so why now? So you want to reach that deep, right? To a point where you want to say, oh, all of a sudden, he sucks in the ring just because you did not want him to win the Rumble. That is not how that works. Where was this energy 5 years ago, 10 years ago, when the Usos were beefing with the New Day? You were not saying that when the Usos had that classic Hell in a Cell match against the New Day. You were not saying that Jey sucks in the ring. You were not saying he has bad offense. So where is this coming from? I don't get it. You have recency bias. I don't like that bullshit, man. You have recency bias. Some dumbass told me, if I think that LA Cosplay sucks in the ring, what does that make Jey Uso? Nigga, fuck you. You was not saying he sucked in the ring 10 years ago, so what now? You want to suck off John Cena and LA Cosplay so much to a point where you want to cope by reaching for something that's not there, that was not there 10 years ago, just to push your fucking narrative? That is not how that works. Jey has been the same guy for the past 10 years. His in-ring style has not changed or evolved. Last time I checked, Jey Uso is a future Hall of Famer. He might go down as the greatest tag team wrestler of all time with his brother. So where was this energy for the Usos by saying they suck in the ring? I don't get it. This is news to me. This is news to me. So why is Triple H pushing Jey Uso all of a sudden? I think it's because he wants to make Jey his version of Isaiah Swerve Scott. That's what I think. The rise of Jey is very similar to the rise of Isaiah Swerve Scott in All Elite Fake Pro Wrestling. Those two men are very, very similar. And I think Triple H was trying to sign Isaiah Swerve Scott last year, but he was signed. So I'm thinking he's trying to make Jey his version of Isaiah Swerve Scott. That's what I think. That's why Jey is being pushed. The World Wrestling Federation, they are trying to make Jey their version of Isaiah Swerve Scott. Okay, let's go back to year one of the Bloodline. Remember when it was Paul Heyman and Roman and Jey? They were a trio without Jimmy. Nobody was saying that Jey sucked. Not one person. What's the difference between that Jey and this Jey? When it comes to his in-ring style, there's nothing that's changed about Jey. For the past 5 years, you marks have been jerking off the fucking Bloodline. Not me, you. So hold on. Jey wins the World Rumble and you turn on him? Why? All of a sudden, you want to turn on Jey. What happened? I don't get it. It's like you are being brainwashed by Jim Cornette, as always. He's the main guy talking shit about Jey Uso. At the end of the motherfucking day, this move did make sense. He's over. At least he's popular. At least he's over. At least the fans love him. So what is the issue here? At least Triple H is trying to capitalize on somebody's momentum. That's all that matters. Tony Khan does not do that. This push is not forced. I don't feel like the push of Jey is being forced. His push feels very organic, just like Isaiah Swerve Scott. That's why those two men are very comparable. They are very similar. So, will Jey Uso beat Gunther at WrestleMania? I'm gonna say yes. He has no choice. Triple H has no choice but to crown Jey as the next World Heavyweight Champion to justify this decision. So yes, Jey will be a future World Heavyweight Champion this year at WrestleMania.